The subscribe phase. You are now here in the customer value journey. So here's the deal. To win at subscribe phase on LinkedIn, it has everything to do with personalization, whether it's a Z or an S for you UK, European folks out there who speak English and spell words differently and funny and stuff. Here's the deal. On LinkedIn, they give you a network section and they give you recommendations. These are the people that you should be connecting with. So if I looked at Jack Chin here and I said, okay, I'm gonna hit that button. I'm gonna hit connect because LinkedIn told me that Jack Chin and I should be connected. What happens there is it just disappears into the vapor. It just goes away because what happens is now he doesn't get an invitation and there's no personalization and it kind of feels like out of left field. And honestly, if you're like me, I don't like blind introductions, okay? I don't like people knocking on my door and trying to get me to sign up for Greenpeace, even though I love Greenpeace. I just think that it's disruptive and it's not necessarily, there's no context. So they give you an opportunity to provide that context. So when you get to a profile, in this case, this is Jeff Weiner, the CEO of LinkedIn, you'll see that there's actually an option here called More. Now, I'm starting this way because the majority of profiles will actually give you the opportunity to connect. There'll be a big blue button that says connect. And everything after this, when I show you how to connect with people that just have a More option, you can connect with them all the same prompts. But if you click the More under here, you're actually going to see the option to connect there. That's really important for you people that want to connect with people who don't have a big blue connect button. Now, it brings up the opportunity to send that invite now, or you're going to add a note. And I'm going to highly recommend you add the note because, again, context starts conversations. It's really, really important. So if we go over here and we clicked on add a note, it actually gives you an opportunity to add a personalized message with 300 characters. That's super important to add in there. Here's what you don't do. You don't try and sell people stuff here. Don't do it. I know it's tempting. I know that a lot of you are sitting there going, but if I could just tell Jeff Weiner about my VC thing that I really would love him to invest in, or hey, I really want to be like, hey, can we go get coffee? This isn't it. This is the intro. This is the first touch point. It's not time for that yet, okay? So personalization, 300 characters. Now, here's something that's going to help you. These next tools that I'm about to show you are going to be helpful in ways that you can then connect with people in meaningful ways. I want to introduce active status to you. And many of us may know what it is, but active status is really great for mobile platform users. What it shows you is this little green dot. This little green dot here actually lets you know that those people are online right now. Now that's really, really useful for a lot of people who are like, I want to reach out to this person or I want to engage with them. Well, guess what? If you can send a message to them, you're connected to them and you know they're online right now, you are going to be in their inbox and most likely in their pocket because your cell phone, just like your text message SMS, will act like that. So that message will be boom, right there to them. You know they're online. Now that comes in different flavors, a couple different flavors. One, the green one is, hey, the connection is active and available right now. Now, if you get a green dot with a little white dot in the middle of it, your connection is available on their mobile specifically. So if you see it over here, they're on their desktop. You might be on your mobile seeing that they're on their desktop and they have LinkedIn open. This means that they're on their mobile device. And like I said before, right there in their pocket, right? That is huge for us if we want to start conversations in that moment. And here's the next great tool, and meet your new business card. Now, I don't know how many people, we're going to do virtual hand raise again, how many people still use business cards? If your hand's raised right now, I'm going to tell you that I don't carry business cards, so you might not like me. But I'll tell you the real reason why I don't do that is because I found a really great feature. If you're in and connected with me on LinkedIn, it is going to be great because I lose business cards. I don't have a great catalog or way to organize them. Most of them end up in my jacket pocket from events. And then years later, I'll be like, oh my gosh, I've got like 30 different cards in there. And I've never talked to any of these people. And I hope they're okay and they're living their lives and doing well. But here's the deal. This is your new business card and LinkedIn makes it very easy for you to connect. This is called a QR code, kids. This is like 1999 coming right back at you. QR codes were great. In fact, they're really easy ways to get to a URL, but I'll tell you, it's not powerful unless it's platform specific. So in this case, go ahead and take out your phone. Yeah, go ahead, I'll wait. Take out your mobile phone, take out your cell phone, open the camera app option, aim it at the screen, at your computer screen or your TV screen right now. And I want you to, wait, yeah, I bet you got it right now. And then go ahead and click that link and let it take you. That's right. That is my LinkedIn page. That is where you can connect with me. And how easy was that? Now I've used this. I use it like this where it actually works through your computer screen and it's amazing because for online course creators and anybody else out there, this is amazing. Here's the hack. If you go out and speak If you're doing any presentations, you add this. I've seen people add it to their business card, which is meta in this case. But people can literally take a quick picture on any of their actual camera apps on their phone, whether it's Android or iPhone, and it will go to that page and immediately let you connect with them. You don't lose a business card. It's all good. Okay, this is really great. So I've used this when I speak. I've done it in front of thousands of people. They do a little picture from their seat and immediately they're there with me connecting. And I'll tell you, when I've done it in big audiences, I'll get back to my chair and I'll see that there are thousands of people that want to connect. The only thing is, the caveat here is, yes, you're going to get a lot of people that want to connect with you, but they won't be able to add a personalized message this way. So I obviously lean on the personalized way to do things, but in this case, this is a big opportunity for you if you just want people to get to your LinkedIn right now. And you can open it up on your phone. Here, I'll show you how to get there. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to go onto your mobile LinkedIn app. You're going to go to the top search bar where you're going to see like a very teeny tiny QR code. It looks like one. It's 4 dots, right? 4 squares. When you click on that, it's actually going to bring up your LinkedIn code. It'll show you that here, one, you can scan people's codes right there because they built that into the platform. You'll see your actual code and you can go ahead and go take a screenshot, crop it, then you can use it. You can show people on their phone, they can take a picture of it and immediately you get connected without having to type anything in. You can share your code down there at the bottom. They make that really easy. Or finally, you can download and save your code to your photos, which is going to be great for you because that's how you would walk around now at events or anything that you're doing to get people to connect with you easily. And then they do have a powerful scanner, okay? It's really nice. You can actually use it the same way, or like I said before, you can use your camera app native to your mobile device. Cool. All right. And the next piece of this is actually your opportunity. Many of it is missed. I don't know how many people out here actually know about this, but if someone comes to your profile or you visit someone else's profile, they can see that you visited it. Unless you got like a private mode, which they have. But I highly encourage you, because the majority of this is a very missed opportunity because none of us do this, but go in and reach out to these people. If they stop by your profile, there was definitely a reason why they stopped by. It's usually not by accident. So it's very normal and human of us to go, hey, I saw you stop by my profile. Is there anything that I can do to help you? Because in real life, we do like a weird thing. It's like they peek at you, you look at them. But here's the deal. In real life, if I just sat here and stared at you and then walked away, that's weird. That is so weird. We would be like, hey, how's it going? Like trying to place you. Can I help you? What's going on, right? Do you need help? Are you lost? These are really important pieces and huge missed opportunities. The next tool that they have on here for you to connect is groups. Groups are an underutilized piece of LinkedIn, in my personal opinion. There's a number of them. There's so many different ones, from Entree Leadership, Executives, Austin HubSpot Group. There are so many different groups of people who have shared interests, and you should go out there and actually join these groups. I'll tell you in a second why. But you also, if you don't find it, you can create it. You can create these groups as well. Why don't you create a group and invite all of your network and people that you really want to spend time with and glean information off of into one group. Now, once they're in the group, there are lots of people. So University of Oxford Said School of Business, there are 4,430 members in there from people that either went to the school, they're interested in what they're putting out in the world. But either way, once they're a member, you can click on the member list. And now you can see that there are all these different members out there. And then you see that there are 2 options. Now listen, Alex B is a second connection for me. So I'm not connected to him. It would say first there if I was connected to them, or second or third, meaning they're outside of my current connection network. Now, what's interesting here is I don't need to be connected to Alex right now to send a message because we are in a shared group. Now that's a hack, okay? If you want to get message people, you can use it as a hack. But what I like about it is that I know that Alex has a shared interest with me, and if I send him a message, guess what we're going to talk about? The group, the shared interest I know that Alex has with me. We went to school there. I'm excited. I'm applying to the school. Can you give me some advice? Those starting conversation pieces that are totally relevant and completely full of context. So it's not just out of left field if I message Alex and said, hey, I just want to be connected to you. This gives a really good conversation starter. So all of these tools are great ways for you to connect with people intentionally, to do it in an easy way, and to keep track of everything so nothing falls through the cracks, because that's the most important part of this. Those connections now become your network, and your network is your net worth, for sure. So that brings us to messaging. And like I mentioned before, messaging is actually very important. Not only do we give you the training on how to connect with people and that you should be messaging them, you also need to know how to do it. So in this section right here, I'm going to show you, hey, these are the 5 questions you have to ask yourself before you ever send a message. And here's the deal. This is kind of the reality of my inbox. Thousands of messages from people who most of them are terrible. Most of them are, like I told you before, they're prospecting. And most of the prospecting are usually like, hey, how you doing? Buy my stuff. Hey, how you doing? Buy my stuff. Hey, I don't know if you remembered me, but buy my stuff. And that's all they are. You're not using it to its full potential. All right. In fact, let me share some examples of stuff that is just not working. All right. So let's check this out. Kate sends me a message. This is the first time she connected with me, and then she messaged me. First message, LinkedIn suggested we should connect. It looks good to me. Then she launches into what they do. We create ATS optimization resumes and SEO boosted LinkedIn profiles for leaders like yourself who want to increase your opportunities. Now, let me tell you this. If she would have read my profile, she'd see that I'm an advisory board member, that I'm a LinkedIn learning instructor, that this is not necessarily something that I need. Also, my LinkedIn profile is the bomb, all right, if you actually paid attention. So this is obviously automated. And here's the deal. Listen to me, people that are sending messages or letting companies go ahead and put these automation sequences on your LinkedIn profile. That's your LinkedIn profile. That's not your company's LinkedIn profile. That's your online reputation. So if they're putting this into an automation sequence and you're just out there spamming people with your profile, your reputation is going to take the hit, not them. So realize that. So if you see it being done, speak up, say something. There's a better alternative to this, okay? And also, if you're a business owner right now, you're ruining their reputation online. Shame, 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 okay? So she said that. That was the first message I ever got. That was at 7:06 p.m. Same day, 7:12. Uh-oh, automation. Writing about yourself is a hassle, and you have enough on your plate. Do I? Do I have enough on my plate, Kate? That's so thoughtful. Why not let us take care of your personal branding? Again, doesn't know if it's relevant, has nothing to do with me. I haven't even responded to the first one to say that this was interesting or that, hey, we want to start a conversation. And then at midnight, Kate, you're burning the midnight oil. This is awesome. I hope you're having a great start to your week. It's really early. Y'all don't know what part of the world it's on, but 12 a.m. is the start of my week. Literally. I'm out of breath because that is hilarious. But I hope you're having a great week. I thought I'd circle back. Well, I can't even catch my breath on this part. I can't catch my breath on being able to have enough time to reply to you. So we all can relate to this. We can all. By the way, Kate's a sweetheart. We had a message, so I'm not just being mean to her. She knows, and I reached out to her to help her. But I'll tell you right now that this is kind of what we see all of the time inside of these messages. Another example, get your free ebook. Nobody wants your ebook. How about this one? Thanks for accepting my invitation. Okay, it looks like we shared some things. What about you? What about your plans for the next year regarding tech? I've not had a conversation with you yet. Oh, this one's my favorite one. I see you're a serious entrepreneur. I am. I totally am. Why don't we buy some stuff? It's like, that doesn't work, okay? So here are the 5 questions. These are the 5 things that you need to ask yourself before you ever message someone, or if you ever prospect them or reach out because you want to do a business opportunity or business deal with them, or you think there's some kind of alignment. Ask these 5 questions. This will totally help you out. You're going to get more responses to your messages. You're going to have better conversations. Number 1, have you researched my company? Have you researched my company? Not just me, but where I work. Have you seen what I do? Is that important to you? Have you looked at my LinkedIn profile, my Facebook, my Twitter, my IG, right? My MySpace. Yeah, I still have MySpace, all right? It has really emotional emo music and stuff is literally like rain's falling on the page, all right? But look, have you looked around? Have you done your research, all right? What are my company's themes? What are we trying to accomplish? Where are we going? And then trying to figure out how does whatever you have as a product or service or what you're doing in your life help those themes go faster? Because now you're starting to think about them first. You're starting to think about why you reached out in the first place and it wasn't about you or what you offer or what you can do. What about this one? What are my themes professionally and personally? So what am I personally passionate about? Here's a quick story. Jeff Weiner, the guy I showed you just a minute ago on his profile page, I'll tell you one thing that he said at an executive summit that I was attending. He said that he gets thousands, hundreds of thousands of messages from people all the time on his LinkedIn profile. He has about 10 million followers, okay? And when he does that, he said that he can count on one hand how many people connected those messages and what they're asking for or what they care about to his themes. And if they paid attention, they would see that like Jeff cares about education. It's the reason why they acquired LinkedIn Learning. It's the reason why they keep expanding. It's the reason why content's so important on this site is because it's a decentralized way to have really good access to all kinds of education from amazing people like you. But if they would have known that, they wouldn't have been able to have that kind of conversation with him, and he would have responded, or someone from his team would have. It's just a sad thing to think that he can only count those many thoughtful conversations on one hand. So the last one, number 5, is how does your product or service make achieving those themes possible, or at least go faster, okay? So if you've actually gone through these, if you've gone through all of these questions, you have full permission to send a message. And here's the deal, you're better equipped to get a response and have a really meaningful conversation. So connecting and having conversations with people, making sure that you're messaging to them in the right way. Like I said before, your network is your net worth.